Good morning, everyone. Rick from Ozark Living Homestead. January the 14th, Thursday. It's right around 8 o'clock, 8:15 in the morning. I got all the animals out, got them fed and got them turned loose and everything. I'm up on the backside of the cabin. Things are slow right now, because of the weather and the shortness of the days and stuff like that. But I had mentioned in my last video that we had built this barrel stove, and this is not going to be my primary source of heat for the cabin once it's done and finished. This is a temporary heat source, so once I get it all closed in and insulated enough, I can actually work inside and not freeze to death in there. I can work, later in the day and stuff like that. And I had a comment that it doesn't hold heat very well. Again, it's just temporary. I'm not planning on using this thing as a primary heat source. It was cheap, it was fast, it's easy, and I'll have plenty of scrap wood. Plus, I've cut firewood from cutting trees down and limbs and stuff like that. So it's not like I have to depend on this to stay warm all winter, but it'll do great for what I need it for, temporarily. We do have another wood stove, as some of you remember, in the mobile home that we bought, that my son and his family live in. But it's still in there. We didn't have time to get it out. And but they don't use it. I told them not to use it, and in fact I made it very, very clear for them not to use that thing, because I don't trust them in mobile homes, and I think it's very dangerous. Whoever put it in there, it looks like it was put in there really well, but I just don't trust them. Anyway, that one, we don't know what we're going to do with it, whether we'll use it or not. But this barrel stove, and I think I mentioned, excuse the shaking, guys, but I think I mentioned that the old white house here, we're going to eventually, I don't know how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do, if I tear part of it down and just rebuild part of it, or but it's going to be a big shop. I'm not going to tear it down completely and destroy it and get rid of it. And from what I understand, only 4, 5, 6 years ago, or whenever, the last person lived here had just put the chimney in there to put a wood stove or something in here. They had another chimney in there, but they put that in there. They actually built it on the backside of the house there, and they were using that as their chimney. I'm gonna put this barrel stove in there, so in the winter when I'm in this shop working, I can have a heat source in there. And again, it'll be and I may use the other wood stove that I get out of the mobile home, come the summer or whatever, when I have time to get over there and get it out and be able to close that roof up and everything. Because whoever put it in put the stovepipe right straight up through the ceiling and through the roof of the trailer, so that was one of the reasons I didn't want to open it up, in the fall or whatever, and then have problems with, trying to rush to try to keep it from leaking or anything like that. Come the summer or whatever, I'll have a lot more time to be able to work on it. Again, I've had a couple of comments or questions about the animals or the chickens, doing good. I haven't lost any animals to the cold. I've worked very hard to get them ready and get them set up to where they'll stay warm and not have hopefully not have any problems. The goats seem to be doing good. The only thing is, I can't let the goats out right now. I haven't been able to let them out for a while, but they get plenty to eat. They have learned how to get across that creek. There's one spot down the other side where it backs up, and it's very, very narrow. I could almost step across. That's how narrow it is, and they found it. and they just basically walk across. So now every time I turn them loose, they head out for the road. And of course, I don't have that fence in yet, so I'm worried they'll get out into the road. So I'm having to keep them pinned up right now because I let them out, they'll hang around. They're like kids. As soon as I turn my back, they're gone. And they just head straight for that part of that creek, and they go across. Let's see what else. Oh, I bought a new rooster, for $3, a young barred rock rooster. I didn't have a barred rock rooster. Now, again, I'm not an expert on chickens, far from it. But I want him to come back to this coop because I didn't have any barred rock. All my barred rocks are all hens. When I bought them, I knew they were all hens, and I didn't have any roosters. So I bought this one from a lady very locally. So you can't see him in there, but I got him in a small cage inside this pen, and he's doing fine. He's been in there for 4 days, I think now. But I'm going to keep him in there for a few more days. Then I'm going to lock him inside the coop. I'm going to try locking him inside the coop for a couple of days, and so he gets used to it, and hopefully he'll come back to it. So, but I think he will. Of course, the other roosters are going to pick on him, so that's why I want him to get used to this coop, and the other chickens to get used to him. But he's a big old boy, as you guys can see. His cage is a little small, but he has enough room. He has a little perch in there, and food and a water dish. So he's doing good. If you guys have any other suggestions about how to get him to come back into this pen or the coop or whatever, just let me know. But anyway, I wanted a barred rock so when I have chicks or whatever, we can set it. We can have barred rock, full-blooded barred rocks. Let's see what else. Oh, I showed the video yesterday, or actually it was posted this morning, or put on this morning, made public this morning, of the ground I broke up. But I did it last night because normally I try to do them in the mornings when I really have time to do them before I get started. But I'm going to show you guys again so you can get a better look at it because it's not dark now. It's light. And maybe you can get a better view of the ground, how I tore it up, broke it up, turned it over, whatever they want to call it. I basically tore it all up. But anyway, again, I had asked for comments. Any comments are appreciated. I've gotten a couple on it. Of course, I'm not going to put any, well, again, I don't know how to fertilize it other than, if I get manure or whatever. I have rabbits, but that's not enough to do this whole field. I have chicken litter, and I've heard, and I know that too much chicken litter is not good. Mixed with the straw and the hay and stuff like that. So, guys, if you have any other suggestions on a good fertilizer or something to make the soil more, I don't know what you want to call it, but give me a suggestion and see if I can do it. But this way, you actually guys can get a better shot of what the ground looks like torn. I'm sorry, I know that sun is shining right this way. It's actually right in front of me here. But I think the tractor did pretty good. They told me I couldn't do it, and the tractor wasn't enough horsepower, big enough or whatever, but I think it did very well. From what I understand, the next step is to disc it and then go in and plow it up, but I have to see how that goes. Anyway, guys, I got a lot of stuff I need to get done today. One of the things I'm going to start on today and try to get as much done is I'm going to build a lean-to out over the goat shelter. And that way the goats can come out of their shelter during bad weather and, ice storms, and if we get any snow or anything like that. and they'll be able to stand outside. And plus I can put their hay under there with the hay feeder that I mentioned in one of the other videos. But that's one of the things I'm going to get working on today and get started on and try to get it done today. And when I get it finished, I'll actually do a video on it. All right, you guys, have a great day.